Well, we're discussing Malosi. And so obviously the Internet Invitational took over the entire internet the past few weeks, as it should have. I mean, quite frankly, the biggest thing we've ever seen in internet content, golf creation, biggest prize, the most gigantic names.
That's insane.
Plus, because with the skins and everything, it ended up being well over $1 million, right, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was 1.7 total.
$1.7 million for some YouTubers to go out there and hack it around out of the weeds. Wild.
Or stomp it out of the weeds.
Yeah, stomp the weeds down.
Literally.
Did you guys, there was a video of like this guy heading out to mow his lawn, and he has this crazy mower, like with a mower, like the decks come down. Yeah. And it was like Paige heading out to clear way for her team.
Oh, no.
Yeah. But there was some controversy because it was made very clear in the very beginning of the tournament that Dave Portnoy said that we are not using slope. It was asked, it was very clear, are we doing it? And he's like, no slope at all. And then throughout the course of the round, there were moments where Malosi's yardage wasn't matching up with other people. Like, why is yours like 4 yards off of mine or 5 yards off? Or there was also a lot of moments where he was saying, oh, it's 148, but with slope, I would guess it probably 142 exactly. But I don't know. That's just kind of like me guessing here.
Playing as...
Yeah, and he was doing that over and over.
But he didn't say with slope ever, did he?
Yeah, he said the words. He's like, now with slope, my guess would be. He kept like...
Yeah.
People doing a little bit of that.
Yeah. People were saying, like, if you notice in the videos, when he watches his like teammates through where the shots through the rangefinder, people were saying like that's when he would turn it on. Like he would be watching, have it covered, and then be like, oh yeah, that's got a little slope on there. That's one of the ways that people think he got away with it.
He did a lot of stuff that people are mad at. They're mad at. There was one where he was in the weeds, where he pulled a couple weeds out of his way.
First round.
Yeah, first round. He was for-caddying for much of the third round.
Yeah, like running way down and screaming back, like play it to right here.
Only
like,
for Paige though.
Yeah,
it was only for Paige.
Can't blame the guy.
But I mean, is for-caddying 100% not allowed?
I don't think it is. I think it's just
it's
frowned
allowed.
upon, right?
It's like an
So
unwritten
who cares?
rule.
It's $1 million.
Well, I thought the reason they went out there and told him to stop was because it wasn't supposed to be part of the tournament, where like you have a teammate running ahead and screaming back where to hit the ball to. Like,
I think Paige was just annoyed with it, is what it was. I think she just didn't want him standing on the green and she's taking a shot.
Yeah. Well, and then they had some guys come over and talk to him, and they're like, hey, why don't we go ahead and stop screaming from the green every time your team's up to bat here?
It's just like, it's kind of annoying, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
More than anything.
But with the whole Stomp-Gate, if you will, there was a moment where it was brought up. He's saying slope. I don't know what are you talking about? And then he's getting back in his cart to drive away, and he like makes an effort to grab the rangefinder and is kind of like palming it in a weird way. So people are like zooming in and going like frame by frame to try and see. And on that rangefinder, if it's in the forward position, you can see like the little red, which means slope is on. If it's in the back position, there is no red, slope's off. So people are like trying to see like before he grabbed it, was there a hand movement? Do you see the red? I do not believe there's been any like definitive answer of like, we see red. But there's moments where like when it's turned the other way, you see hand movements. But in my opinion, of everything I've seen on the internet, there's never anything that's like conclusively pinned him on, yes, you were in fact cheating. You can see it here. There's just moments where it's like, oh man, that hand movement could have been turning it off.
Well, even Bubby calling him out is insane.
Yes. His own good guy, Garrett, everybody was kind of going
Garrett on they just released their new Good podcast. I mean, it's not new, but they just re-released it. And he goes, yeah, Malosi, he just does whatever he needs to do to win. And come on.
Here's what's kind of weird. You know, like,
I mean, all right, sorry, go ahead. Yeah.
You take like NASCAR.
Yeah.
These guys, they make it their like scientific purpose to find ways to bend the rules, and can we not get caught and still win? And if we get caught, okay, we'll take the punishment, but it was worth a try to get the advantage. I feel like golf isn't like that, where it's like, let's see what we can get away with. And if we get caught, oh well, but if we did get away with it and we won the tournament, awesome. To me, golf's very different. It's more like, I moved a grain of sand. Nobody saw it, but I want to call someone over here because my integrity is on the line here. And because I moved the grain of sand, I just want to make it known. And, I don't know. I feel like he was getting a little NASCAR out there. He was like, I'm going to do every single thing I can to get an advantage. And if I get caught, so be it. But if I don't and we win this thing, well, then it was all worth it.
Did you see the clip of Ryan Whitney talking about the Slope-Gate too?
No.
So he said that because him and Dave, they had a bet against each other. Whitney had these guys. Dave had Dalkey's team. And as soon as the whole Slope-Gate happened, his Malosi's demeanor switched.
Oh.
Like, he went from like a little like tiny movement where it don't even matter on a green.
Yeah.
Where he's like, hey, it moved a little bit. What do you want me to do? Like,
yeah.
Like very panicky kind of.
So, okay. There's so much going on.
There's so much going on.
So much going on.
So much speculation
Like,
going on.
It's absolutely ridiculous to me. So, when we look at the change in his demeanor, when we look at all that kind of stuff, that's when the last two foursomes were playing for $1 million.
Well, and also, he was in the middle of controversy. Like, I imagine, like, whether it's like, you know, you're sad, you're upset, you're hurt, you're mad, like, whenever somebody calls you out on something, whether it's true or not, like it would change your demeanor. Like,
right. And the thing is the only reason they were even calling him out, like when Paige was stomping down the grass.
Oh yeah.
Right. I mean, she was just out there, just with her hands, just moving the grass down, all other thing.
Let's make it way easier.
Right. And then she was like, oh, I didn't know that was okay. Well, I mean, she has played golf for a long time.
She played competitive golf though.
Right.
She made that very known. Remember, she was like, oh, I guess you don't know how to play competitive golf.
Right.
And then she's like, oh, I didn't know you can't stomp all the weeds down.
Right.
Which is it?
But the thing is I think they're not professional golfers. These aren't PGA Tour pros. These are a bunch of internet golfers.
Yeah.
This is how internet golf is played. Like, you know, people are going out there. You're using slope all the time. And I'm not saying he's even using slope. I think he was following the rules and didn't use slope. Because if you look at it, he reached in his bag and grabbed it. He's like, here, look, I'm not even using it. You can see the frame by frame when you move out and he shows it as he pulled it out. There was no red on it at all. Now, does that mean that he couldn't have done it before he put it in his bag? Well, yeah, of course he could have.
Well,
I mean, it's
or he's like
switch.
David Copperfield, and you know he's got some sleight of hand going on. Like it's a grab move, like where you schmink it.
That's what I saw.
Which
I have a theory.
But it's
Go
so
on.
easy to
I
do,
love a good
though.
theory.
Like,
I think that he was turning it off every time and was putting it on there. And when he went back to his cart, he put his hand on it to see if it was off or on. He checked, realized it was off, grabbed it, handed it. Because you could tell with the lever, you would be able to grab it and tell if it's on or off.
Yeah.
So he was checking,
Yeah.
grabbed it, and then handed it off.
So in your sort of perception of the situation, you think there was some slope at play?
I do. I think if
so,
Derek
too.
Clark currently right now today thinks that there was slope, I tend to believe that if his own guys are saying it, there was.
Listen, if the CEO of Good Girls
Yes.
is saying that,
there was 100 cameras on him at all times. And you're telling me Dave Portnoy, who is the king of conspiracy, hasn't found one frame of it being red? It's not red.
ooh,
We'll have to see if anything comes out.
Yeah, but
I'm
there's
just
also no one like taking videos of carts, and
They're taking videos of everything.
yeah, but not like
There's 100 cameras everywhere.
no one's taking a video of a back of a cart where his rangefinder was.
His rangefinder was magnetic to his car.
side note, who puts the rangefinder back there?
Yeah, that's an idiot.
Doesn't it always go on the front beam, like up there? I don't know. Maybe it's a new move.
Maybe that's where the GoPro was. And
Here's the other thing, though. Dave Portnoy being content king maybe has the footage, and it's more fun to let the whole internet speculate as opposed to like solve and just clarify. Like, guys, this is the answer.
Because we know there's more.
That's
There's videos coming out of groups. Now those Malosi group videos are gonna skyrocket on the
Oh,
charts
yeah.
because everyone's gonna want to watch those.
So did you guys notice, like, right as that was happening, when Paige was crying about the Stomp-Gate, and Dave goes right up to their cart as she's still crying. I need to see your rangefinder. and then she's like, what did I do now?
So I saw I forgot what I was watching. I think it was Francis talking about it a little behind the scenes. So apparently this whole time, if you were watching, like Paige was just not herself for the rest of the round after this. Like she cried, it was whatever. And the side kept grouping up like Dave Portnoy and Whitney and looking at the footage. She thought when they were looking at all the Malosi stuff that they were still talking about her with the patting down gate. So this whole time she thinks that they're all talking about her controversy. Really, everyone's talking about Malosi. She got away scot-free with it. Crazy.
I love moments where like people think it's about them and it's not.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then I get it. If you think that they're talking about you the whole time you're
The
trying to
whole
play golf,
time.
I'd be flustered.
Meanwhile, like they're talking about something that's like actually super controversial.
Yes.
That's like ongoing.
And important because I was seeing online, like golfers were saying that Paynes Valley is like one of the most important courses to have slope because it's so up and down, and the par 3 course is so up and
The
down
undulation.
the whole time. The undulation. Yeah.
Undulation.
Travelers.
Wow. Well,
But congrats to, we got to say congrats to Beef for
Congrats
winning the
to
Internet Invitational,
Beef.
and Francis and Dalkey as well.
I got to be honest. The editing of the last, say, 5 minutes of that video was, I mean, Emmy
Tearjerker.
nomination worthy.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I'm sitting in my living room. I got like one headphone in and, we're watching like, I don't know, Home Alone or something like that, and I'm over there by myself, just like, it's like, Dad, are you all right? I'm like, I'm fine. It's the end of the Internet Invitational.
Dan texted me personally about it too.
I
That usually
did.
don't happen. Usually group chats.
Yeah, well, we were in a group text, and you had asked like, "Hey, did you guys watch it?" And I hadn't yet, and you were like, "I got about an hour left," and so I'm scrolling Instagram, and I see a picture that alluded to who won, and I was like, "Wait a second!" I go straight to YouTube and just fast forward to the end. Like I just needed to know, and I kind of like moved it around. I was like, "I seen the last putt." I move it a little more. I see Frankie just blade one across the green and blow $1 million. And then I get to the end and I was just like, oh. And I skipped the whole thing to see the end because I had to know. I was like, did he really do this? And the music started and like this like a montage sort of slow-mo of like this journey and everything. And it was all led up to just Beef and everybody giving him a hug and like him just getting so emotional on the green. I was just like, oh my God, like this is unbelievable.
I'm
That was
so
such
glad.
a cool moment.
I'm so glad I predicted that one right.
You did.
How long after that day did he end up passing?
2 months. They filmed it in August. And
it was 2 months.
Actually, it might have, he only died a couple of weeks ago. So maybe it was 3
He
months.
died. So he passed the Monday that the first episode was originally
Right.
supposed to release.
Gotcha.
One of my,
I didn't realize it was such a long delay in the
yeah.
in that line.
Makes sense. It was a ton of footage, but yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Ton.
Yeah. One of the most underrated parts for me, and I kept seeing it online, is everybody saying that Joey Coldcuts would say sit on every single shot. Like if
Really?
you go and watch the Frankie shot back where he blades it into the waters, sit in the back.
Sit.
Was not
That thing was,
sitting.
God himself wasn't stopping
Yeah,
that ball.
That's one of his go-tos.
Just sit.
Release.
What was he like? Frankie Butterknife
Borelli, yeah.
Borelli.
Butternized Borelli. Oh, that's tough.
What was cool though, when Beef, like even before when they were talking about what are you going to do with the money and stuff like that, and he's like, "Nah, I'll probably pay my parents' house off,
Donate some to charity and pay my parents' house off.
Like, I mean, that is just like that's. it just
I
shows
am
what kind of a guy
nowhere
he was.
near as good of a person as he is and was.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, oh, you kidding? All right, going straight to the mall, getting a bunch of high tops, like
PJ Superstore.
bunch of hats
Yeah.
that I'll never wear.
Need more for sure.
Yeah, and then someone's like, hey, can I buy? I'm like, shut up, get away from me.